Hey guys, welcome to Smosh Mouth. I'm Shayne.
And I am Amanda, Lehan-Canto.
Whoa, the full thing.
Hey.
Oh, the full.
And we have two very special guests with us today, Chanse and Arasha.
Hello.
Yeah. We got four people today.
I feel like we swapped the way we would usually say hello.
Yeah, but mine was like not off pitch.
Oh, and we're starting off like that.
I'm catching strays.
God, he burned you so hard.
Okay, that's
He's in one of
fine.
those moods. Did you not like that I said burned you so hard?
Burned you so hard.
Slay.
You burned me.
We're still in our temporary studio, hundreds of feet below the Earth's crust.
Yes, we had to go through a tunnel maze
Yeah.
to get here.
Yeah.
A tunnel maze.
Well, those little mine carts. You,
Oh my
like,
God,
ride
and
them
they
down
made
here.
me kind of sick.
Yeah,
How'd
they
you
are-
guys do on
Yeah,
the mine
how'd you do?
carts?
Wait, what is the mine cart from?
Mine carts?
Yeah,
Lord
what
of
is
the
it?
Mines?
No, you know
No,
that
sorry,
game
not
where
Lord
you
of the
were like,
Rings.
is that Club Penguin?
Mario Party. You have some of them.
Harry Potter?
Yeah,
Mario
Harry
Party,
Potter,
you
thank
do
you.
like mine
Yeah.
carts.
There's one in Club Penguin though too, right? I think
Maybe
that's what
I never
I'm
played
thinking.
Club Penguin. Donkey Kong's got some mine carts in it,
The Hobbit, I think, has mine carts.
Yeah, The Hobbit.
Is that true?
and then
No.
Indiana Jones.
No, it's
Then don't the dwarves like get in a fucking mine
it's
cart?
Harry Potter.
That's so
Get
up.
some thumbs up. What?
There's lots of mine carts. I
Dwarves
guess.
do other things than mine. In
Either way,
caves.
you guys got
That's their
in one.
main thing. That is like the main
They
thing
do
that
other
dwarves. They
things
live
than
in the
mine
mountain
for
and they
gems.
mine the mountain.
Either way, we got in one
Yes,
and
To
we
a
made
fault.
it here.
That is. What's the show that came out about the dwarves? I watched it all.
Trolls.
What am I talking about? Oh my God! The Lord of the Rings show that came out. Rings of
Rings of
Power.
Power.
Rings of Power.
Rings of Power.
Yeah, it's got dwarves in there.
I know, but
Yeah.
they don't
and
have
they are
any
in
mine carts.
mines in
Yeah,
there
but they don't have
too.
mine carts in
I
that,
don't
right?
think I've ever seen that show.
Oh,
That's okay.
I liked Rings of Power. A little slow.
Yeah, but the Lord of the Rings is
I
slow
watched
too.
it. I don't. I
fine.
haven't read Lord of the Rings, so I don't know.
Same.
We talked about this last week, but people who read the books and then a show or movie comes out about a book, and people are always mad. But I've heard Rings of Power is like very loosely based.
It's pre.
It's
pre Lord of the Rings.
prequel.
It's the making
It's
of the
Sumerian.
rings.
It's the making of the rings.
Silmarillion.
Yeah, Silmarillion or whatever.
Saruman.
Anyway.
This is gonna be crazy. This is the same thing as Percy, right?
Oh my
Oh
god.
my God.
Okay, all right.
Sick.
Hey, never mind.
Get his name out of your mouth,
Sorry,
Rasha.
sorry. Listen, and that's why I didn't go with the full name because
No,
I
it's
knew
okay,
I was gonna
Arasha,
get
it's okay.
paid.
Two
There's no dumb questions
separate
here.
beloved franchises.
Sorry.
But they're
They're
not
very,
the
very
same.
different.
One is Greek myth and one is
James
Lord
is
of the
wearing a
Rings.
Lord of the Rings
Middle Earth.
shirt right now.
Middle
You
Earth.
shall not pass. The famous scene.
James is literally always
Right,
wearing
we've
that
talked.
shirt.
You've not watched Lord of the Rings.
No, he wears different iterations of
Iterations.
Sorry, you're
This is going to be the craziest episode you guys have ever seen.
You're
we're
on
already,
blast.
We're already on each other when we're reading rejected
We're burning
sketches.
each other.
I heard someone, like a teenager in line the other day, go, I mean,
What were you in line for?
Yeah.
a ride. I heard
He hates you right now.
the teenager goes,
Ride.
he's chopped Jenkins. He's low-key chud. What?
Did you ask him what that means?
No.
Okay, we know
He's
chopped.
saying he's ugly.
Chop-
He's
chop-
We can
ugly.
break
Jenkins.
this down.
What's
What's
Jenkins?
chopped?
I don't know what
Chopped
chopped
is
is.
chopped is like old, like you're out.
I thought chopped was ugly.
I think
Because
it's-
unk, if you're unk,
it's-
you're old.
oh right.
Yeah.
Chopped is ugly.
Okay, explain
unk
the rest.
is old.
Jenkins, I have no
I
idea.
think Jenkins comes from Unk.
So it's like Uncle Jenkins?
Uncle
Like your
Jenkins.
unk.
At
So
least I'm
Uncle
gonna decide
Jenkins
that.
is
And
old
then
and
he's
ugly?
low-key chud? What the hell is chud?
Chud's just kind of like, yeah, you're a loser.
Guys, put in the comments what chud
Low key.
means.
It's not
No.
sounding. I will say it's not sounding low key. People have started to misuse low key a lot.
That sounds very the opposite of
like
low-key.
a comet could hit Earth and people be like, "This is low key bad." And it's like, no,
Yeah,
it's
no,
not.
it's high.
It's
Yeah.
actually not low-key
It's
bad?
pretty bad.
You're
It's
so
pretty bad.
right.
People have, like low key
Yeah.
started off in a good place where it's like, oh yeah, it's like, we're not all picking up how this is being
Yeah.
read.
It's kind of like
Chud.
literally now.
Yeah.
Literally.
I'm
Yeah, we're
literally gonna
misusing
leave.
it.
I'm low-key gonna leave.
Some phrases are some of the ones.
Do people
are
still use
awesome.
cinema?
What?
Oh, cinema? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that's
Yeah,
from Martin
yeah.
Scorsese. My favorite is aura. I think aura farming is fucking awesome. That's such a perfect phrase for situations.
I don't think I've
So
heard that.
you know when
It's like you're-
someone's like vibing, like say you're at a party and someone's in the corner just looking really cool, like maybe they have a
Yeah,
cigarette.
You know,
next
like
to
how
their-
I am when you see me like in social situations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely. Yeah.
Just like usually.
Let's
When
not,
you're
let's
not-
not confuse
That's
her,
just like
actually,
not a lot of people
so.
chatting with you though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're intimidated.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sucking up all
If
their
you're not-
aura.
Because
Of
he's gonna
course.
burn people.
If
so.
you're not
Using it for my
actively
own.
doing something, but you're looking really cool, it's aura farming. Because you're just like, oh, you're just there, just like
So you're
looking.
aura farming.
You're gaining
Oh.
like points.
I
like,
thought you were like searching for the auras.
No.
Like,
You think actively farming.
No, he's farming his. I'm saying that Chance is like farming his auras, which makes me think: do you do that on purpose so people comment on it?
No. It's if you're aura farming on purpose, I've been like,
then that's not a good aura.
Yeah.
Oh, we're only a few minutes into this episode, and some of the comments are gonna rip us to shreds.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
this
fine.
is gonna be a
My
clip.
favorite millennial.
And I'm trying to show respect. I'm
Well,
saying,
then-
hey, some of these phrases I think are
Tell us
fucking
what chud
killer.
means. Chud doesn't feel like a good
I think
thing.
chud.
No,
I think
it's an
chud, I
insult,
think
for
chud
sure.
is self-explanatory. Chud is just like, yeah, you're a chud.
You're a
chud
chud.
sounds like chode to me.
I think that's
Yeah,
where
I
it
feel
derived
like,
from.
yeah,
That's its
not
origins.
good.
Cool. So chud is chode. We've
Chop
decided.
Jenkins chud.
Got it.
Chop
And
Jenkins
to be clear,
today-
Rasha, you are Gen Z, so like,
Yeah.
there's no excuse. If
No,
you're
that's
missing
why I
the
know
mark
all
on
of
Chance,
these. That's
I
why I'm
don't
correcting
think
you on
you're
aura
Gen Z.
former.
Hello.
I don't think you're Gen Z, babe.
If I was born in 2001, that doesn't make me Gen Z. I think you need to pull
Wait,
out
were
a
you
textbook.
were you born in 2001?
So today we're
Textbook?
doing rejected sketches.
We need to pull out a textbook.
And
What year were you born,
pull
Chance?
out a textbook, 2001.
Yeah.
Pull out.
Amanda, don't even question it.
I will forever question it.
I'm basically Cole's age. Okay, let's
Got
Whoa.
it. Heard.
let's.
Seven
Whoa.
We're going to school together.
Yeah. So
not
today
even in
we're reading.
school.
We wrote a bunch of sketches, or we pulled sketches from our past.
Okay,
Yeah.
we are calling this rejected sketches, but as we've come to find out, some went hard.
Hopefully, but
I-
they might end up being chopped.
Yeah, there could be some chud sketches in here. We're not totally sure. No.
I actually
See,
think
I
you,
pulled
you
that
for
one
some
off.
reason have gotten a pass. When you started saying 6'7", everyone was like, "It's okay if she says it."
Because it's like when your teacher
No.
says
Everybody
that
else was
what
like, "Do not
happened?
say it."
No, comments
Amanda
were
can
like,
say it.
Amanda, stop it now.
I didn't see those comments. People were like, "No, this is funny."
Okay.
We were also
was a
all
good mix.
several months behind.
I was saying it in such like a, I know this is dumb, right?
Yeah,
I was away.
yeah,
it's
I was
fine.
away doing that thing.
it's fine. Look, I
birth.
think we're about to see it come up. I think millennial stock was down for a while, really bad.
Yeah, it's coming up.
I think millennial futures are looking pretty good.
I've
right
seen
now.
a lot of millennial appreciation
I think
from
it's
Gen
coming
Z.
back.
Really?
They were
It's
like,
coming
you
back.
guys legalized gay marriage.
Thank
you got out of a
you.
housing crisis.
Also, to
Thank
be clear,
you.
you elected
Our-
Obama twice.
to be
Thank
clear,
you.
our cringy phase is just not as well documented.
Yeah,
We had some bad shit.
sure.
We don't get to pass and be like, "You guys are awful."
Yeah.
And we weren't.
But we're
Yeah.
good people.
Definitely.
I think there's a good mix of everything, right?
I think a lot of millennials have been like, "Oh, I was up, and now I can see that I'm not."
I think it's
The
the,
whole
cringe.
woke-
I think it's the cringe thing. It's just like, yeah, we did wear wide brim hats and dance around fireplaces, going "ho" like a lot.
And like fake glasses, and
Yeah.
there was a time.
Oh,
of
those were bad.
fake glasses. I had some.
Can I be honest? We can make fun of Chud and all that stuff. There was a time where I was at Disneyland.
No.
And we were we got off California Screamin', and we're looking at the like photos of like when you're on the roller coaster, and a
Yikes.
kid or a guy my age at the time in front of me, their photo comes up and he goes, "Oh, nice, YOLO." And I remember being like, that doesn't make sense.
Oh, not a
I hated the
YOLO.
phrase at the time, but I was like, no, you can't.
No,
You don't look
happy-
at a photo of yourself on a roller coaster you just rode and go, "You only live
YOLO.
once." Like
What?
that doesn't work.
That's
It's supposed to be before you go on the roller coaster.
you know what? Let
Gotta be
him
like,
live.
I'm scared to go on the roller coaster.
YOLO.
Sure.
But he did it wrong.
How was he millennial?
Yeah, we were, this is 2000 this is many a year ago.
Because he could have been some. He could have.
This is
not been
still in
millennial.
YOLO's heyday. Like the Drake song had not been out that long.
Right.
So
Do I still get a massage at a place called YOLO? I do. Should
YOLO's
we read these
Bizarre
rejected
Adventure.
sketches?
All right, so
YOLO massages you.
Yes, because I only live once and I need to get a massage once in a while.
Oh, okay.
And I offered, I said, Mom, I want to get you a massage when you're here. And she's like, great. I'm like, you're going to go to YOLO. And she's like, great. She's like, you could have warned me they were going to beat the shit out of me.
and then you come, you go back, and they're like, "Oh, they're closed for renovations," and it's now changed to Chud Jenkins Chopped Massage. This episode of Smosh Mouth is sponsored by Rocket Money.
I was going through my banking statements and this is really embarrassing, but I was paying for a subscription for months and I completely forgot to cancel it.
Oof, yeah, that is embarrassing.
What? No, you're supposed to say, no, don't worry about it. That's not even that embarrassing. It's okay.
You know what I'm actually going to say? You should be using Rocket Money. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Rocket Money has a clear dashboard, and you can track all your subscriptions, and then with a few taps, it has the ability to cancel so you can start saving. I've been using Rocket Money for years, and it gives me real-time alerts on anything, of upcoming bills, of things I might be missing. I got everything in the know. Nothing slips by me now thanks to Rocket Money.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're getting like a clear financial picture. I really need that.
Let Rocket Money help you reach your financial goals faster. Join at rocketmoney.com/smoshmouth. That's rocketmoney.com/smoshmouth. rocketmoney.com/smoshmouth. Back to the show.
Let's go.
All right.
All right.
Enough of our dumbass millennial humor.
Enough of
So,
this.
who wants to go first with their rejected sketches?
Me.
Yay!
Oh, Chance.
Me.
Okay, let's read about
Me.
What is it, Four Seasons, baby?
Yeah.
Speaking of Four Seasons, this sketch is called Four.
Oh.
I went back through my sketch packets, and this one was one that I wrote in college.
Oh, yeah. This has been scanned.
This is...
And it's rough.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
Okay.
sure it's great.
I
Okay.
don't think I laughed a single time when I read it.
I'm dead.
So this is vulnerable.
So this is vulnerable because I was trying to make it funny.
Yeah,
And
Okay.
actually incredibly bold and brave of you to also volunteer to go first with it.
Yes.
Yeah, because the other ones are like so funny that like you're gonna be like peeing your pants and shit. But like this
Totally.
one, like
that's so wild.
Okay, yeah,
that
for sure.
I'm gonna
So
pee
you
my
were...
pants.
Okay.
Okay, so
this
cast
one,
it.
I'm trying to make it funny. And
This
I don't
is like,
think-
how long had you been getting into comedy at this stage?
I think I was a sophomore in college.
Okay.
So I mean, I started improv in like middle school, but like
Oh my god.
like
Out the womb.
and sketch writing in like let's say 5 years.
Okay.
It's too long to be dishing out this.
You're young. Like,
Okay, you're in college. We're reading it as Chance is trying to be funny.
All right.
Yeah.
So who's cast?
Got a few characters here.
So there's Danny, Maudie, Gabby. You be Maudie.
Yes.
You be Gabby.
Yes.
You be Danny.
Got it.
And then I'll be
Stage.
random student number 1.
Oh. Humble.
And I'll be gay student number 2. And you be just like fill it in. There's a lot of random
Cool.
students.
Okay.
And you're gonna do
Wait.
stage.
There's
Yeah.
gay number 4 and gay student number 2.
A lot of...
So
Yeah, I don't think I
Okay.
think one of my bits is that I will skip people. I'll be like, okay, so there's gay number 2, skip gay number 3. There's a gay number 4. Gay number 3 doesn't have any speaking
Oh,
lines.
I love it. So the
Awesome.
casting is even a bit.
So
That's
this is
great,
made
that's
production.
great.
will love that.
Do you
Yeah.
want stagies read? Do you
I'll
want
do
to read those?
stagies.
Okay.
So we can play any gay student.
You specifically can only play random
don't
students.
get that excited.
And then we
Shayne Shayne and Arasha can play any gay student.
Okay.
Yes.
Great.
I'll play random student, which doesn't feel similar to me. Let's start.
Let's go.
Okay.
This is 4. Interior lecture day hall. Dozens of nervous students anxiously sit with laptops, notebooks, and writing utensils at the ready. Danny, sitting in the front, leans over to Maudie and Gabby.
Wasn't this class supposed to start 15 minutes ago?
Yeah, but I'm not leaving. The wait list for this class was insane.
Apparently, everyone who passes this class goes on to be insanely successful. The professor is a genius.
Whoa, really? But isn't this just intro to business?
It is, and
The door opens up, and everyone sucks in a breath as the room stills. The professor walks into the room holding a briefcase. He sets his briefcase on the desk, and he removes his coat and hat, delicately places them on the chair. He opens the briefcase and takes out a singular piece of chalk. He walks up to the dry erase board, holds up his chalk, and writes 4. He stares at it for a moment. He nods. And without making eye contact with anyone in the room, he places the chalk back in the briefcase, dons his coat and hat, and walks out of the room. Beat. Beat. Someone coughs.
Is that it?
he just walked in and wrote 4.
Yeah. He just walked in, wrote 4, then walked out.
Beat.
This must be a test.
How is this a test? It's just one number.
I don't know. That's for us to figure out.
Maybe he'll come back.
He took his stuff with him, so I don't think he's coming back.
Maybe he had to go to the bathroom?
With all his stuff?
What could 4 mean?
What do you mean what it could mean? It's the number 4. It is what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, but maybe we need to look deeper.
There are 4 years of college. Okay, and?
Maybe 4 is the time he's coming back.
Wouldn't he have written 4 o'clock?
No. We need to look deeper, you guys.
There are 4 cardinal directions. Maybe we need to find him.
Okay, there's not enough direction to possibly even start to find him.
We could split up.
And go where? What about for the Beyonce album? I'm gay.
That is her best one. I'm gay.
It is absolutely not. How dare you?
Deeper, you guys.
There are 4 gospels.
He looked Jewish.
Damn.
What if it's not a 4 but an upside down H?
How would that make any more sense?
H as in Harvard.
H is in Howie Mandel.
H as in head on down to the catfish cabin where we fry him up real good.
No way.
I told you it was a joke from high school.
You guys, it's not an H. Stop riffing on H.
4 horsemen of the apocalypse. That's 4 and H.
Oh my God, 4H.
Maybe there is a 4-H exhibition nearby. Quick Google.
Hey Siri, find 4-H competitions near me.
What if it doesn't mean anything?
It has to mean something.
I found 8 results for forehead wrinkle reductions.
Oh my God.
No, Siri, not forehead, 4H.
Forehead! Put your head on the 4.
That's the key. It's gotta be.
She runs up full force and headbutts the whiteboard hard. She falls back and hits the ground.
He wouldn't.
End of sketch. How
I
does it?
cannot believe Catfish Cabin came.
No, that was crazy.
I literally didn't
That-
even read that
How
far.
does it end there?
How does
just
it end
ends
there?
there.
What does it mean?
No, and there's no period after he wouldn't either. It's just he wouldn't and Chance to stop typing.
Wait, I
I
have
have
my character. What does it mean?
I have a pitch for how this could end.
Okay, let's hear it.
Because
Okay.
if that ends, she hits the board, and then Danny's like, what the hell? And then all of a sudden, one of the students takes off a mask, and it's the professor, and he's like,
It only took you
figured it
4
out. And they're like,
minutes.
"You know
Yes.
what?"
That was the answer.
To put your head
Yeah.
together.
It only
That
took you
was the
4
answer.
minutes to put your heads
to kill
together.
her.
She wanted her dead. So
I
there
like-
wasn't like a single joke, really. I mean, there was.
It's just kind of a dilemma.
It's just crazy,
It's not,
yeah.
It wasn't anything.
It's a mystery.
I think there's also so much humor that we could only tell by looking at the script because I love that there were all these random students and then at some point we just have random woman with one
Oh, I love
line.
her. She walked by the classroom and just jumped in.
And you gave her the catfish
I
cabin
did.
line.
I forgot that Catfish Cabin was in this. I didn't read it
so
that
good.
closely.
That's
crazy.
wild.
I think as a sketch there needs to be more jokes, but I think this reads almost like a scene in a sitcom. Like a sitcom about college students where they're like, yeah, this class is so hard to get into, and then the teacher comes in, writes 4, and leaves. That's really funny.
That's
as a setup.
such a good point.
Yeah.
This feels like the setup of like, whoa, we're at college. What's it going to be like?
Yeah.
And it's just like,
You're a sitcom writer.
because it also that I think it's poignant about how some professors are like, oh, they're the professor, they're so smart,
Yeah.
and they're like,
so
no, they're
good.
half-assing.
Yeah,
this
they're
shit.
not
Totally.
doing anything.
No,
So-
the setup is very strong. Like immediately I felt like I was visualizing it. I
Yeah.
could see this professor coming down the stairs with his briefcase. I knew what he looked like. Like we have something here.
Yeah.
The gay
Yeah.
students.
I like that you specified like gay students
Because
and then
they're
students.
arguing about Beyonce. I don't know. I was also.
If you're arguing about
You were-
Beyonce,
I think
you're
I was
gay.
also straight at this
I was
time.
gonna say.
Yeah.
You were straight
I
at
was
the time.
straight at this
So I'm like,
time.
haha, they're arguing about Beyonce. Me, the one arguing about Beyonce.
Yeah. Wow.
All right.
it's
I
good
enjoyed
stuff.
this.
What was the title of it?
4.
Yeah. Oh, right. It's right here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Great
So
job.
that was
Great
Yay.
job, Chance.
That was not rough.
The Siri
Honestly,
joke?
I liked it.
No, it wasn't bad.
No, it was bad.
The Siri joke was cute.
Did you ever
No.
read this out loud back in the day?
I think I did with my sketch group ODB in college.
Nice.
ODB.
Old Dirty,
Old Dirty
Bastard.
Bastard.
But it was out the box, was what it stood for.
But
That's
dude,
cute.
in college or like any like early on sketch group, you're reading rough sketches all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Like more often than not.
It was so interesting because so there were 2 main sketch groups at Northwestern. One group was set up by Second City alums, so it was like really legit. Like the writer process, the audition process, it was super legit.
Wow.
It was awesome. And it was like super like if you got in this group, you couldn't be in it counted as like the school curriculum show, so you couldn't be in an outside school curriculum show because you have
Oh.
rehearsals Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 6 to 10.
So much. You didn't have a social life at all.
No,
That
I,
is your
I
social
still did, but
Oh, yeah, 'cause you got after
then,
that.
No, then rehearsals for a cappella or improv were 10. I'm getting my schedule mixed up. 6 to 10 and 10 to 12 were improv and a cappella rehearsals.
And then you had 8 a.m.s the next morning for class?
I did 9 a.m. Spanish class, Monday, Wednesday,
Yes,
Friday, and
yep.
then Tuesdays I usually did an 11 o'clock class.
Oh my
Think
goodness.
about our schedules back in the day. Like we
It's-
were going hard.
No,
Until
and we
all
think we're
midnight.
busy now.
Yeah.
And then it was like full
Yeah.
pack day, and then afterwards, rehearsals, extracurriculars, eating dinner, doing homework.
Yeah. Late into the
Eating
night.
dinner was like Topp ramen and an Oreo.
Yeah.
Yeah, in college, 100%.
That's crazy.
And the
Wow.
other group, this group that I wrote it for was like the black group. It was like the diverse group. And so it was less set up and less funded. And it was, honestly, I thought it was way funnier than the other group. Like it was, the shit, people weren't like designed to think a certain way. So the sketches they would write were just so out there and different and fun and not like contrived, basically.
I bet
love
you had
that.
like an actual POV on things.
Yeah.
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 Okay, pause. Do you guys remember this movie? You guys are like, what is that? I'm like, it's a DVD, grow up. Okay, so I wrote a musical about this movie, based on this movie, and it comes out April 5th and 6th at Dynasty Typewriter. You can live stream it anywhere in the world, April 6th at dynasty.tv. Or watch it live in person at Dynasty Typewriter in Los Angeles, the city of angels, the city of, love. Ooh. Hitch the musical coming to you.
Before we move on, thinking of improv troops and sketch groups, I saw an ad for a sketch show the other day, which you see all the time in LA, and I realized like improv face is such a real thing. Of like, there's every single show of like, oh, here's this improv or this sketch show. There's a white guy doing this.
Stop.
Why? Every time I'm like,
I know.
it's like that's the one you will see it every time.
I know.
They're in a
Soft
plaid
smile.
shirt. They're in a plaid shirt, and they're going like this.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
not just
Boston,
improv.
literally, that's Boston improv.
It's all improv. Why?
Yeah, improv
It is
Boston.
I don't have a problem with
Yeah.
it. I'm just kind of fascinated of like what is the correlation there? Why
Don't
does that
know.
happen every time?
That's
It's
not-
eyebrows up, mouth tight, just like
I don't.
That's
may-
not exclusive to improv.
That's true.
That guy's literally everywhere.
I guess that's also just
A white guy
very
in
common-
plaid.
That's also just a white guy face.
Yeah.
But it's very specific with
Yeah, that's exactly how improv groups on the East Coast are.
East So my
I hate
sketches,
you.
I wrote these stream of conscious. I did not reread them.
Oh, you want to go next?
I'm down to go
Yeah,
next.
he's
Let's
going.
do it.
Yeah.
I could, but no, I think you've got your sketches in hand. Let's do
Yeah,
you.
let's do it.
Okay, I wrote 2, and they are probably bad.
Great.
I don't remember.
Okay.
This
I
is
wrote them
free.
this
Let's
week.
read this one first, and then we'll go to Russia.
No bad
This
sketches.
is a stream of conscience.
Thank you.
Conscience.
Oh, I should have just handed you the whole.
Conscious.
Oh, good. Take one, pass it down.
So there's 2 characters in this, Mark and Joanne.
Great names.
Amanda, why don't you be Joanne, and Chance, you can be Mark.
Great.
And
Always the understudy.
do you want to read?
So
Do you want to read
sorry.
stage direction?
Yeah, stage is awesome.
And I'll just hang out and be a viewer.
Stage is actually sick.
I would love to.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be great.
If there's spelling errors, just read
We'll
them
call it
as
out.
is.
Great.
Do
As
not
is.
fix them.
Good
Heard.
note. Good
Do
note.
not fix them. And yeah, they are. I'll give you a little bit of a. This is a rock and roll marathon.
That's
and
really
they're-
hard for me because I'm like really solution oriented. So
Well,
like,
too
I'll-
bad.
Yeah.
Get in character. And these are both the announcers for the end of the marathon race.
Heard.
And they're talking about the finalists as they're running.
Got it.
Very upbeat. They're having
Yeah.
a great time.
Love it.
Heard.
All right. Go ahead.
Exterior marathon finish line day. We hear Mark and Joanne announcing the winners of the Phoenix Rock and Roll Marathon.
It's a bright sunny day here in Phoenix as the first finishers of the Rock and Roll Marathon are just about to round the corner.
These runners have been training day after day for months leading up to this point. Oh, and I see our first one now.
We see a road runner zipping down the road.
Oh, that actually appears to be a roadrunner, one of the native birds here in Arizona. Gorgeous creatures.
Well, I guess it won't count, but I'm sure impressed by the speed. He's taking gold in my eyes.
Same here, Joanna. Oh, and we have another runner coming around the corner. Oh, never mind, it's just a coyote. Another one of the beautiful animals native to this desert climate.
And it appears the coyote has a rocket strapped to its back, propelling it forward at an immensely fast pace.
Not quite enough to catch up to the roadrunner, unfortunately. Just out of reach.
Oh, and it looks like the coyote's rocket has malfunctioned, launching him off the road and right into a large boulder.
And it looks like the impact has turned him into some sort of accordion.
Oh, isn't nature wonderful?
It sure is, Joanne. And here comes our first official human runner. First place is theirs for the taking.
She's moving at an incredible pace. Number 31, Laurie Strode. Ladies and gentlemen, she appears to be limping, but she's not giving up now.
You can see the adrenaline pushing her harder than ever.
Oh, and our next runner isn't far behind, despite moving at a very slow, almost walking pace.
I'm getting word that the runner's name is Michael Myers, and despite foregoing running for walking instead, is somehow miraculously closing in on Laurie for first place.
Yeah, Laurie appears to be desperately screaming for help, but this is a competition and you must finish it on your own.
And Laurie finishes! Congratulations on first place!
Oh, but she's not done yet. It looks like Laurie is continuing to run past the line and into the crowd.
And Michael Myers has finished in second place and is also continuing on, probably in hopes of congratulating Laurie on the win.
Yeah, that's the type of sportsmanship you'd like to see.
Next up around the corner, opting for a very unusual outfit for such a hot day, dressed in khaki pants and a leather jacket, it's Indiana Jones!
Oh, he appears to be holding some form of idol.
Well, if he continues at this pace, he'll be getting another treasure, and that being the bronze medal, of course.
Oh, but right behind him, it's a giant boulder rolling at an incredible speed.
This is why they call it the Rock and Roll Marathon, Joanne.
I always thought it was because of the cover bands placed throughout the race.
What? No, why would you think that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you drunk?
Yeah.
And
Same.
and scene.
Wow.
End scene.
Wow.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Love.
This is so, yeah.
Yeah, I loved it.
Wait, it's a great premise.
I know.
It
I wanted
is,
Michael
classic.
Myers to like go after her for longer, and I just wanted them to not just be like, wow, what good sportsmanship that is.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
keep announcing, like she's now going down like different roads, and they somehow
Yeah.
still have cameras on her,
Yes.
even though she's now in the middle of the city.
She's running
She's
into the
barricaded
basement.
herself into the gas
Into a house.
station.
Yes, I agree. Because the part that made me laugh was, like them assuming that this is all endearing. Like, oh, he's
Yeah.
probably wanting to congratulate her on the win.
Yeah.
I love that they're drunk because it makes me think that they're so f***ed up.
Yeah.
that it's
Oh, none of
only
that.
They don't even
runners.
see it.
It's only runners, and they're not seeing that.
They're not. It's
They're
none
not
of
even at a race. They're just watching this
They're
happen in
watching
front of
TV.
them. Yeah.
Oh my God,
That's
so
actually-
sad.
They're
That's
like,
a-
turn this off.
That's a funny separate sketch of two announcers who accidentally took shrooms beforehand or acid, and they're like, and next up coming is, you're not gonna believe what's
You're not
coming
gonna
around the
believe
corner.
it.
It's some sort of fucking turtle.
It's Indiana
that's on
Jones.
a
It's morphing. It's moving.
on a
It's
scooter.
moving.
That's
you drunk?
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Me
could
too.
definitely go into lots of different places. You got something good here.
Yeah, I was just laughing at the imagery of
This is
Michael
very
Myers
funny.
just walking and chasing someone.
Yeah,
There's
so
like
good.
he is
And she's like,
winning the race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
and
no
I'm like,
one's
wow,
helping.
the sportsmanship is so incredible.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now look,
He's
he's giving
hugging
her a
her.
hug
He's-
with a
With a knife.
his
with
hands.
an intense, yeah, with
around
his hands.
Yeah.
Her neck.
Her neck.
Oh.
Oh, he's
what a-
giving her CPR
what
with
a
a
close
knife.
hug.
And that's the bond that you see with runners. You know, it's a different thing.
Oh, and he's
The
letting her
runner's
lay
high.
there because she's tired.
Yeah.
She wants to rest.
Make sure to give her a banana.
Yeah.
I love
that.
this. What was the title?
Thanks. Marathon, rock and roll marathon.
Rock and roll marathon.
Rock and roll marathon.
Rock and roll marathon.
Oh my God.
Epic.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Phoenix Rock and Roll Marathon is cool.
I do want to cut to the rock and roll bands.
Just one of the bands, just
Be
like,
keep going.
keep going. My problem is I would stop.
Oh,
If I'm running and Creed was performing, I'd be like, I gotta stop.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that, Shayne.
You're welcome.
These
My
are
next
This is
one's
about
even worse.
vulnerability.
Oh,
Okay.
I can't wait.
And speaking of worse, let's get into this sketch.
well,
Okay.
let's see how it goes.
Well. Okay, this is.
And you wrote
is
this week.
stupid. Yeah, I wrote this recently. This is called Chicken,
Good.
and that's just what it's going to be. I will be woman.
Great.
I read the first line and it made me laugh.
Yeah. So, and then that's great, Shayne. I'll have you do drive-through then.
Yes.
That'd be great.
Love that. You guys.
And then Chance, I'm gonna have you be supervisor.
Yes.
They come in later. And then Amanda, you're gonna be stage direction.
great.
So
I
everybody's
love
got a
stage.
part here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but
here we
drive-through is
go.
crazy
Right.
because that's the name of the sketch and that's my character.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. Okay.
The titular role.
Okay, we ready? Exterior, a drive-through.
Here we go. My first drive-through ever.
She pulls up to a Wendy's drive-through.
Chicken, chicken, chicken. Which combo you picking?
I can't.
What?
I can't finish a whole combo.
You don't have to get a combo.
Look, kid, I can only eat 2 chicken fingers max. I'm setting a boundary.
That's totally fine.
All right.
Can I just please take your order?
That's not fair.
What's not fair?
Why do you get to take my order? If I'm paying, I should keep it. No matter how few chicken fingers I can eat.
Okay, you keep misunderstanding me. I'm just trying to get your food. Get you your food.
You need to stop yelling at me, sir.
You're the only one who's yelling, ma'am.
How dare you call me ma'am? This is a casual drive-through interaction. I'm doing great.
All right, I'm getting my supervisor.
Super.
What's the problem here?
This guy's forcing me to get a combo.
That's not true.
He said, get a combo or I'm going to kill your kids.
James, that's incredibly inappropriate. Why would you say that?
Why would you say that, James?
Why, James?
I did not say that. I didn't say anything about your kids. I didn't even know you had kids.
Oh, why, yes, I do.
She
pulls out photos of her children.
This is Kyle and Pyle. They're 6 and 7. Can you see?
The drive-through camera is pretty grainy, but they sound precious just from their names.
Yeah, Pyle's a great name for a kid.
Oh, shut up, James.
Yeah, James, you gotta stop forcing women to hog down your combos. What the is wrong with you?
I was just reading the script that we use for customers in the drive-thru. Chicken, 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 which combo you picking?
I can't.
I knew you were a piece of shit. I just didn't know that you were this big of a piece of shit. You're a surprising amount of piece of shit. You're not even a piece anymore, James. You're a pile.
Pyle.
That's it. You're fired.
But, Mom!
That's enough, James.
Oh my
Go
God.
upstairs to your room.
I hate that we live at Wendy's.
Please pull up to the second window, dear.
Woman pulls up as we hear supervisor slap James and reveal a Wendy's. But the interior is a house with a couch, TV, and stairs leading up to the bedrooms. We hear a headset being taken off as James stomps up to his room at the Wendy's. Then...
We are so sorry to hear about that. Here you go. 2 chicken fingers.
Thank you for actually being kind and listening. You have a wonderful home.
Well, thank you so much for coming to Wendy's. You drive safe.
Thank you. And you drive through.
Woman
Whoa.
drives off.
Holy
Wow.
shit. Incredible. I
Loved
love
it.
switch-ups like that.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
And you
The
drive
supervisor
drive
was
through.
a woman.
Was a
Yeah.
woman, and that's the riddle.
and that's the riddle.
Yes.
And
yes.
I think your
The
character
doctor
still works.
was the
Absolutely.
mother.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, inspiration?
Yeah, what the hell happened?
Okay, so as you may know, I actually used to work at a Raising Cane's.
Yes.
I did not know
Yes,
that.
we you've talked about this lore on Smosh Mouth, I thought.
I believe so, maybe?
No.
Didn't we go through like
No.
our jobs at some point?
Yeah.
Maybe not. Selena's not remembering it, so maybe not.
But
I
I
don't
know
remember.
you've told me this story, and you've got some tales from
I've
Raising
got
Cane's.
yes, I do. And those we
But
aren't
do
gonna
you
talk
have
about.
some wings?
Sorry?
He said, but do you have some wings?
Or do you have fingers?
Hey. Okay.
I like that.
So working at Raising Cane's.
Working at
is like-
Raising Cane's is the inspiration. I of course made this a Wendy's, but at Raising Cane's, this is truly what you say in the drive-thru when customers come through. Is you've
awful.
technically a sheet,
Can't.
and you can choose from sayings. And I chose the coolest one, which was, "Hey, what's kickin'? Want some chicken?" That's the coolest one of the bunch, you guys.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
It's cool. You can be
that's
casual.
The other one was "What's up, fucker."
Yeah, no, literally, other ones were like,
Clucker.
no, literally it was like
What's
cluck,
up,
cluck,
clucker?
cluck. Like, how do you want to spend your buck, like
Oh, I
crazy,
hate
cringy
I would
shit
drive.
like that.
I would drive out of the.
You
drive-thru
drive
at
Right.
that
smashing
point.
all
I'd be
the
like,
cars
no,
on
I
your
don't
way
want
out."
Raising Cane's anymore.
But the second most utilized one was chicken, chicken, chicken. Which combo you pick in? So I
Would you say it
took
really
from there.
fast to like get it over with?
Yeah, so it's
Chicken,
like
chicken, what's
when
your-
you were
what-
working the
pick this,
drive-through,
okay,
you know, you have the headsets and everybody, and it's like the system is like you can sort of like press the button and then you hear them and your mic is active, like the pop star mic. But then if you press the button, it's not active anymore. So at a certain point, everyone would get like, you know, once you got casual with the drive-through, you'd just be like laughing with your buds, and then you'd be like, chicken, 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 which combo you picking?
Yeah.
No, that's
Yeah.
crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, Diet Coke. And it was just like what the like vibes were like once you like learned. And I had only worked there for 3 months. I really didn't last long, but the drive-through was the most stressful part of my job. It was awful. it's actually terrible because you're doing that. You're bantering with your coworkers. You're putting stuff in. You're also filling up the drinks. You're also taking another customer's payment, and you have to just be chill the whole time.
Yeah.
Really bad and really scary. So I decided to write it out.
And the people are insane. Like, the people rolling through, you're going to deal with someone who's awful every day.
Yeah. I mean, I will say I don't remember that many rude people.
Really? That's
I
nice.
remember actually like laughing a lot because what would happen so often was people would roll up to the second window, they'd pay, and then they'd drive off.
Oh.
And they'd come
Forget
back.
their food.
They'd forget their food.
Be like, I forgot my chicken.
And then they'd just come back around and they'd be like, so sorry about that. I forgot my
Oh,
chicken.
that's impossible for me.
Yeah.
Because when I'm at a drive-thru, I'm usually so hungry.
Right.
I'm like, give me
I'm
the
so
chicken.
hungry right
Yeah.
now.
I now want
honestly,
Raising
Wendy's
Cane's.
sounds
Combo,
good
you
too.
freaking-
Wendy says, I like that they lived there.
Did you guys make the sauce in-house? The Raising Cane
We did.
sauce?
We
Dude, the
did.
cane sauce is so good.
I want to say I didn't actually sign, but I signed some sort of like, thing
NDA?
that was
NDA?
like, don't tell.
Don't tell the secret sauce.
Whatever. It was like ketchup and
It's truly
ranch
ketchup and
stuff.
whatever.
Mayo probably. I
It's
don't
not
remember.
a complicated sauce. It's just delicious. I love it.
This is getting really hungry.
Oh, seriously, you're
I'm
drooling
really
over here.
hungry. I prefer Zaxby's though.
Whoa.
I've heard people
There's
talk about
so many more sauces.
prefer-
Are you kidding
which
me?
one?
I'm a sauce bitch.
I heard people talking shit about Raising Cane's online the other day, and I was like, look, I can't defend it because the chicken itself has no flavor.
no
What's
seasoning.
the one that you
It's,
like?
Nothing.
It's the sauce.
Zaxby's.
It's the
amazing.
sauce.
I've
and
never
it's the
heard of it.
toast.
The Texas toast is crazy.
Let's talk about that Texas toast.
And you
I
know
don't
what?
think
They
I've
got
ever
it at Zaxby's too, and they got it on the
I've
clucking
never
chicken
had
sandwich.
Zaxby's.
Same.
Oh my god!
I know.
We need to get
I
you a wings
love
and
it.
things combo.
No,
Wings
dude,
and
a
things.
fried
Where
chicken,
is it?
I am obsessed with fried chicken.
It's in the South a lot around the South.
Okay.
Never gone to Zaxby's.
If the next time I'm rolling through the South ever, if we do shows
I would
there,
love
something,
to see you rolling through the South.
I'll roll through the South.
We should
definitely-
No, the food.
Okay,
like,
Nashville
I
trip.
will
Oh my
lose
God,
my
Nashville
mind.
trip.
Let's go to Nashville.
No, the food is just so fucking.
Did you say
so
no?
good. No, I said
He said
no.
like no,
I-
yeah,
No.
no,
Like,
No.
Like, yeah, no,
yeah, no.
Yeah, no, we're going.
Let's go.
No, yeah.
Food.
Yo,
Oh my
yeah.
god. Now I want fried chicken.
Okay.
I want
Sorry.
biscuit and gravy
I
and
want-
fried
Sorry, everybody.
biscuits. Like a pickle
I do
on
want
it.
the Texas toast really bad.
We're
My
going
mouth
to
is
read.
watering.
We're going to read mine next.
Okay, sorry.
The fries at Cane's, though, mid.
I will say, like, I get the argument
Pass
that Cane's
it.
overall, what they're offering, but I love it.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
And I'm sorry, I'm still gonna go on Zaxby's. They're similar fries to Cane's, but they're seasoned. They're like they got this special
Old
fry
Bay?
seasoning.
Crinkle cut needs to be seasoned a little bit.
100%, and it can
Yum.
hold it too. It's got the creases to hold the sauce.
You know what's funny? I talked shit about this a while ago about pastas, and I'm like, how are pastas really that different based on their shape? But
What?
I'm hypocritical for saying that because
That's
fries
crazy.
fries are so fucking
They are
different based
all
on their shape.
potato-
It's how they hold the sauce.
Don't get me started on spuds.
But
You
it's
can't get me
it's
started.
crazy though, like how different you cut a fry. It's a completely different game.
It sure is. It sure is.
All right.
Okay, so this one's got your
Not
name on
your
it, so
woman
you are
noises.
proud.
Okay.
No, you're
Fries are all
Remember
different.
that.
Okay, guys. So this I wrote yesterday. It's way too long. It's so.
Amanda, this is a book.
I don't care.
Okay.
we better not read any velvet wrapped steel in
This
here.
is inspired by something that really happened, but of course it's a sketch, so it went to a fun place.
So you heightened it.
So I'm dying to read the main characters, but I'm not going to. I'm going to read stage
Oh.
and manager
you can read whatever you want.
because I like all the characters so much.
You
do
can,
whatever
yeah,
you
you
want,
can be the
dude.
main character.
No.
If it has to be read a certain way, you know. But if you feel like one of us will pick up on it, then that's okay.
Just do it.
Okay, I'm going to. Jesus, I'm such a child.
You got it.
I'm going to play Lori. You're going to play Richard. Shayne, I want you to play. I want you to play manager. Arasha, can you play woman? And I'm going to read. I'm so sorry. That's not.
No, it's okay.
I'm going to read. It's fine.
Typecast.
This is me being.
Literal
This is me
woman.
being a psycho. Like,
No, I love
just
this.
too into it. And
Okay.
I'm going to read stage as well. 'cause
Heard.
Stage is like also just part of it.
Okay.
Okay. Reward by Amanda Lehan-Canto.
You're proud of this one. I love
Jesus
it.
Christ.
Well, you
I
put
don't
your
even know.
name
if I
on
am.
it.
all caps.
I don't know if I am proud of this one, but I had a really good time writing it.
Okay.
Interior, Sprouts, which is a grocery store. Interior, Sprouts Day. Two grocery store employees, Richard and Lori, are in the middle of scanning a woman's groceries. Richard scans a plastic bag full of nuts and looks up at the woman.
Did you get the barcode for these nuts?
Oh, shoot. I didn't.
Well, then I can't scan it.
Lori stops unfolding a paper bag. Let me see the nuts, Richard. Richard hands her the bag of nuts. Oh, these are the raw pine nuts. Yeah, I think the number for these nuts is, the number is, wait, I know this. What is the Plu number? Wait. I know it. God, what is the number? Oh, man. Richard stands there, eyes dead, staring at Lori. Because this happens all the time. With the pine nuts, people don't get the barcode, which is totally fine because it's usually hidden. But, oh, man. It's on the tip of my tongue. What is it?
I can go run and check real quick if you need.
No, it's fine, ma'am. I'll just look it up. Lori, I'm looking it up.
Wait. It's, it's 5? Wait. Oh, okay. It's 5516478810. Got it. Richard blinks twice, slowly, then turns to register and types in the code. Lori is very proud of herself. Knew I had it. Richard finishes scanning all of the woman's groceries.
Did you want to use your reward points? The system is showing me based on your account that you have 10 reward points, which could equal $2 off your haul today.
Oh, I think I'll just keep stacking the rewards up.
Lori stops bagging immediately. Ma'am, you know those reward points expire. So if you don't use them, then they'll be gone. It's crazy that customers don't know that.
Oh, yeah, I had no idea.
That's not true. Sprout's reward points don't ever expire.
Lori is taken aback. What? Yes, they do.
No, they don't, Lori. I've had mine since October and they rolled over into the next year.
What? No. I had like 100 reward points last year and I didn't want to lose them, so I had to use them on stakes for my dad's retirement party. But I would have saved them and used them for this big month because I'm having a big birthday.
Lori, they don't expire. I have 545 points that I haven't touched. So when I finally use them, I'm basically going to get all my groceries for free plus my employee discount. So I'll be walking out here with a free haul.
No.
Yes.
That's impossible. I was told.
You were misinformed, Lori. All employees know that rewards don't expire.
Yes, they do expire. Don't waste the rewards, Richard. Beat of Lori staring intensely at the side of Richard's face. He doesn't take his eyes off the woman.
Okay, yeah, you know what? I'll use my reward points. Why not? I don't come here that often, and having $2 off is a deal.
That's the right decision. Lori finishes bagging her groceries. Richard aggressively plugs in numbers into the register.
You're wasting your reward.
The woman awkwardly laughs. Richard takes her credit card and prints out her receipt. Richard, she wants to use her reward because she doesn't want to lose her points and miss out.
Well, I guess that decision has been made with false information.
No, it's true information.
It's false.
True.
False.
True.
False.
Liar.
Bitch.
Beat.
Okay, thanks.
Woman grabs her grocery bags and politely walks out while Richard and Lori stare at each other intensely.
So, bitch, your birthday's coming up.
Yep. And come to think of it, I don't need my reward points to enjoy the day because you can't really bring anything with you when you are riding huge, beautiful horses through a flower farm.
Oh, I know all about your birthday plans because everyone who was invited at work can't shut up about it.
Oh, uh-huh.
Yeah, and come to think of it, I didn't know they allowed mean bitches to ride horses.
Oh, and I didn't know they allowed ugly monsters to scan groceries.
Oh, yeah? Well, I didn't know that they allowed annoying hookers to even be anywhere near a calming, gorgeous animal like a horse.
Oh, yeah? Well, I didn't know that they allowed the saddest, nastiest man in the room to even have the privilege of speaking to me. That's why I didn't invite you, because you're so goddamn sad. Richard stiffens his whole body and headbutts Lori.
Oh, my God.
Lori pulls back in shock. With blood pouring down her face, she grabs a paper bag and slashes Richard's face.
Oh my God, ow!
They don't hold back. Lori has Richard up in the air above her, while Richard kicks and kicks his feet. They soon are tumbling on the checkout conveyor belt, pulling each other's hair and screaming. Eventually, and I mean eventually, the manager comes over.
Guys, stop it.
He kind of tries to pull them off each other, but it's almost like he doesn't have the will or the strength.
Whoa. You guys can't do this, okay? There are customers. There are people watching, okay? Stop.
They finally stop and collect themselves. Lori wipes blood from her nose, and Richard takes off his mangled glasses and places them in his pocket.
What is this all about?
Do the reward points expire?
Or do they roll over and you can bank them so one grocery trip you basically get the entire haul for free, including your employee's discount?
The reward points expire, but we roll your points over, Richard, because you never use them, and we don't want you to take away that. We don't want to take that perk away from you.
Richard is stunned. Lori is victorious.
Oh. So the structure of the reward points was specific to me?
Yeah, pretty much. And Amy, because she lost her card months ago, and it's easier this way than to tell her the truth.
We see Amy walking by with a handful of milks, smiling.
Oh, that's thoughtful. Thanks.
So use them up, Richard. And guys, please don't do that again. This job is hard enough.
Yes, sir.
Oh, also, Lori, I can't come to your birthday. I get motion sickness on horses, but thanks for coming over to my home and personally inviting me at my front door during dinner with my wife and kids. That was a lot of fun.
Manager walks away. Richard turns to Lori.
I guess you win.
Yeah, I do win. Thanks for recognizing that. Lori goes to walk away. Hey, Richard.
It's okay. I don't feel comfortable being that high up on a horse I barely know anyways.
Oh, I wasn't going to invite you to my birthday party. I just wanted to say all the Boar's Head meats are on sale if you wanted to use your reward points there. You could get a lot.
Thanks. I do love pepper turkey.
Nice. Lori walks away. Cut to interior manager's office, same day. We see him on his computer typing in Google, top-rated white sand beaches in the tropics with those cool huts that are on the jetty in those sandals commercials. Pina colada type hotel, affordable, clean. We then see his face and he's smiling, relieved.
One day, I'll get my reward.
Blackout.
What?
Wow.
Okay, so
They fight. Fight.
This is incredible.
brutally.
you wrote a one act.
Yes, I did.
You wrote a pilot.
Okay.
I was having I wanted it to go further.
Yeah.
I was going to have a whole other ending.
No, this is great.
Okay, so
I love Lori.
Yes, this is
Lori
awesome.
takes her job very seriously.
If you actually wanted to just shorten it and make it a sketch, though the nuts was hilarious at the beginning and showed
It
us
needs to be
exactly
shortened. I was
who
reading
she
the
was,
room.
I would say you could get straight.
Start with the reward
You could get
points.
straight into the
Yeah.
and did you want to use your rewards?
Yeah.
But the nuts is awesome because
Nuts
it shows
is
us
awesome.
that she's
I thought
insane.
that was going to be the whole sketch.
Me
Like they were
too.
just going to be waiting
no,
for
I
her to
know.
do-
I thought that was it.
And I knew it was always going to be about the reward points, but I was having so much fun writing the nut bit.
Yeah.
And while we were reading it, I was like, okay, the nut bit's too. That was me just indulging way too
I
hard in
mean,
myself.
you could like stupidly come back to it and he could like call her nuts and she can be like, don't joke about my nuts, you
yeah.
know?
It does establish her character, though.
That's the only reason why I wrote it.
Yeah, like I said, this is the beginning of a pilot more than a sketch.
yeah.
That's so okay. So I did actually go grocery shopping, and there was two people. There was a man, a really tall, long man with like a lanyard, and like a shorter woman who was just like really into it. And they had a little bit of a bitter argument about
yeah.
reward points. She
Whoa.
was like, do you want to use your reward points? And I was like, no, I don't really have enough. And she's like, it's crazy that you don't know that these could expire.
I love checking
that's
out.
as far as it
I love
went.
checking out at a grocery store where they're bantering between each other.
Yeah.
It happens a lot. What usually happens is they're talking shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
they're talking shit about someone else. Like something will happen and they'll be
Yes.
like, can you f***ing believe this shit?
Yes.
Can you believe what like
Yeah.
it's like yeah like whatever like I'm doing this, I'm doing my thing.
Yeah.
And they're bothering me and I'm sitting there just like
Yeah.
yeah.
They're
And
kind of
the
always
artists
in their
use it.
own. But this guy literally was it was like he was a ghost. He was just like, no, they don't expire. And she was like, yeah, they do.
I love it.
And it was just like a back and forth. And I was like, okay, what if they just? but then once I brought in the manager, I was like, I want to see his whole story.
Oh no, that was an awesome button.
I just love a manager who
yeah.
slowly walks up to people beating the shit out of each other. And he's like, guys,
stop.
stop.
Yeah.
Hey, cut it out.
You
I
love
had way too much
delving
fun.
into anyone's story. Like it's hard for you to
Yes.
let any small character just go.
Yeah, this was my biggest issue with writing sketches is I would go so hard deep onto characters. And they're like, oh, well,
Yes.
you brought up that thing and I wanted to go there. I struggle to like,
I feel like the next time you do this, you should just keep going and go till you hit 60 pages and then just
well,
Send it to an agent.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Don't even read
You're like,
it.
I've written, yeah.
I feel like I have that similar problem sometimes with sketches where, like, for me, it's funny that you brought up, like, writing things like kind of like a sitcom sometimes, because I feel like I do that too, where I put so many different games and I just end up stacking all these different stories, these different plot lines, and all of these different things are different jokes. And it ends up just being very difficult to keep track because you're like, similarly, you're like, wait, where are the nuts? What happened to this and what happened to that? And it's really hard to keep it so cohesive. So I
Right.
definitely relate to that.
That's
Yeah.
so interesting. Mine's like I think I have the opposite problem where like when I'm writing a sketch, everyone is in service to the sketch, it's not true enough to each character. Like, and then I have to go through, like, especially when I'm writing like pilots or things, I have to go through and differentiate the characters' voices because they all start to sound the same because they're all serving the same.
I think is that just from like someone who's you like to write game. And then Amanda, you're such a character person. Like,
Yeah, like, I
you
struggle to find
you both
the
can do
game.
both, but it's just like where your like brain goes.
I go off on because like an alternate ending. My first initial gut, and then I was like, I can't. This is gonna go way too long.
Yeah.
But I wanted the manager to secretly be fucking with Lori the whole time.
That's
like he's
funny.
writing to like the head of Sprouts,
Yeah.
being like, make sure that you keep expiring Lori's points.
Yes,
funny.
yes, yes.
And then you find that he's like this evil villain guy, and then I was like, I can't go further.
Yep.
So I actually the game of it all, I don't like often think of it when I'm writing sketch.
Interesting.
I
which
feel the
is, like,
same
my
way.
work that I got to figure out.
I feel the same way. You got to like find it once you're actually in it. It's like, what's working? What
Yeah.
is making me laugh in this?
But I
Yeah.
was laughing a lot when I was writing
believe
this.
it. Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't know. If they don't like it, I had a good time writing it.
Hell yeah.
I loved it.
Yay.
Awesome.
Yay.
Chance, you want to go next or should I go? Okay.
Okay, I'll give you two options. These were both rejected. These are both from my SNL writers packet, and they were both rejected by SNL.
Yay.
Wow.
Okay. So these are some that you feel proud of though.
These are some that I feel proud of. One is called Understudy, and it's about it's like one quirky girl in a stage show that's like she's out of place. The other one is called Bachelor Dino Date. It's like Bachelor, and they're talking about dinos.
I know which one Arash wants. I know which one I want.
I don't know. You pick.
I
It's
like
your show.
No.
Yes.
No, you guys are the guests. You decide.
Understudy.
Let's do.
That's what
yeah.
I was going to choose.
Oh my God! Yay!
Okay.
Yay!
I was just about to choose it too if you didn't choose it.
I just feel like
Yay.
I said that word earlier, so it feels like I'm.
heard it, and that's why I was like, whoa.
Understand.
Yes, I'm aura farming.
Okay.
No.
I personally love this sketch. My old manager, who actually repped someone who was on SNL, he hated this one, so I was like, okay, whatever.
Well, we're gonna
Hated.
love it.
He really didn't like it.
I'm
And I
excited.
was like, I
We're
thought
gonna
it was
give
funny.
you yeses.
Okay, you're definitely being understudy.
Great.
Uh,
And her name is Rachel?
no.
No.
Her name is
Understudy.
Understudy.
Yeah, no, of course.
Don't mix that up.
You be Rachel.
Yes!
You be Charles.
Great.
And then I'll be
Gold
everyone
star.
else.
Great.
If there's anyone else.
And you do stage?
Yes, and I'll do stage. Okay, here we go. This is Understudy. Interior Theater. A production of the musical Chicago is underway. The orchestra is playing the opening of the Cell Block Tango. Dun, da 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 da. Da, da, da. The director frantically runs up to the tech booth and talks to Charles, the lights and sound guy.
Charles, one of the actresses just had a really bad yogurt incident backstage, so we are sending in the understudy for Cell Block Tango.
Oh, Jesus. Is she okay? Also, yogurt incident.
Chobani.
Say no more. Understudy is going in. Got it.
Here they come.
The 6 ladies come out one at a time. Lady 1 comes out. She's she's professional. Pop. Lady 2 comes out. Equally gorge, equally profesh. 6. The understudy comes out, and she's wearing a fake beard. She comes out like a person doing a bit walk.
Squish?
The ladies continue their intros muted.
Is she wearing a fake beard?
Yes, she is. Mother of She's a comedian. Do you still have the resumes?
I'm the lighting guy. Of course I do.
Charles hands her a resume.
It's worse than I thought. She's not just a comedian. She's a girl who won class clown in high school and based her entire adult identity on that one superlative.
Well, I mean, it's just one solo. She can't f it up that bad.
Cut to the stage. She's hamming it up.
Now I'm standing in the kitchen. I'm carving up the chicken for dinner, minding my own business.
So far, so good.
And in storms my husband Wilbur in a jealous rage. Can I get a suggestion of a profession?
She didn't just ask for a suggestion during a scripted performance.
Unfortunately, she did. It says here on her resume she took almost 3 full improv classes. She didn't finish the 3rd because she self-proclaimed herself homophobic.
But she can't just keep going. What about the orchestra?
They're vamping until the cue line. She can go as long as she wants. We are at her mercy.
Anything at all, like fireman or therapist or butthole inspector.
Awkward beat. The audience doesn't know what to do.
Yell out milkman. The actual line is milkman.
Milkman!
No, that's cheating, Charles. Come on, any profession, okay? You can say butthole inspector.
Pediatrician?
Pediatrician, yes, thank you. You've been screwing the pediatrician, my husband said. He was crazy, and he kept on screaming, "You've been screwing the pediatrician." And then I told him, that's not true. My feet are just fine. I haven't even needed to go to the pediatrician in years.
What?
Jesus Christ, I don't think she knows what a pediatrician is.
No way.
I've always had really great feet. That's why I assumed my husband was jealous of the alleged feet doctor I was sleeping with.
Let me pull the lights. Please, for the love of sweet little baby God, let me pull the lights.
Contracts, Charles. Besides, she's only got one line left.
The 2 dots and sleep.
Besides, she's only got one line left technically, and it's the cue line. Come on, you LOL's ass bitch. Say it. Say your goddamn line.
And then he ran into my knife.
The orchestra stops vamping.
Yes!
He ran into my knife 10 times. And then you know what happened next?
And the orchestra comes back in.
No, wait, hold up. I'm not done.
Orchestra stops again.
You know what happened next? Boy, he ran into my knife 10 more times. I said, bitch, you gonna talk to me like that? I don't think so, hunty.
Oh no, she's run out of ideas, so now she's improvising in a black accent and terms she hears her gay friends use.
Oh my God, I hate you. My knife said, brah, 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 brah. And bitch, I carved his ass up. It felt so good. I was like licking the damn knife, girl. And it was just like when I licked that knife in Paris, lights up on a Parisian kitchen.
What's she doing?
She had a one-woman show at the Fringe. I think she's trying to slip that into the show.
Oh my God.
The other actresses on stage begin to sit down and get a little more comfy.
Oi, monsieur. How lovely it is to be here in the city of lights. Paris. I'm in Paris. And yes, Paris here with my baguette.
Understudy holds up one of the police batons that was on stage. Rachel looks at the resume.
Prop comic?
Rachel holds up the resume and it says prop comic in big letters.
Yep.
She's doing everything. She's doing literally the most. And for what?
One of the other actresses pulls out her phone and begins to text on stage. Understudy proceeds to mime eating the baton.
And now the other actresses are giving up.
Yummy, yummy, me likey this baguette.
Rachel, what's happening now?
I don't know. Her resume doesn't cover this one.
Rachel's phone begins to ring. Ring, ring, ring.
Oh my God. The big-time Broadway lawyers are calling me.
She answers her flip phone.
Hello? Yes, I know, but the contracts. Okay, I understand. Thank you. Goodbye.
What did they say?
They love her performance. They said, quote, "It slaps. It's going to be added to every production of Chicago from here on out."
God help us.
Boy.
Boy. Brah, brah,
Boy.
My knife said, brah, brah, brah. I love how at the start of this you were like, Amanda, you have to be this.
Yeah, there's no
like,
world
this
in
is
which
why.
you're not
Understudy.
her.
You know what it is, Chance, is this is hilarious. And I think upon just reading it and not getting the vibrant performances that you
Yeah.
got today, I think that is maybe what was the gap.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's very funny.
So
Super
It's
silly
wild.
I
concept.
stabbed intent. It's like,
My knife
oh
said,
my
brah,
God.
brah, brah, bitch, I carved his ass.
That is so good.
I love it so.
Oh,
that
it's
she
so
did a
fun.
clowning. That she
The
like
clowning, the one woman show,
class
lights up
clown.
in Paris.
Paris. Ooh, and they're
Yes.
like, no, don't verbalize the
Yeah.
set that you are going
Yeah,
to.
no.
This is not a one-woman show.
But it was perfect setup, knew exactly what was happening. I
love
loved
it
it.
so
Loved
much.
that.
Shit.
Wow.
Oi, oi.
Oi, oi.
It's me in Paris.
Oi, oi.
monsieur.
Wee wee.
Oi,
I
oi,
know
oi,
it's wee-wee.
monsieur.
Oi, oi.
Oi,
Oi, oi was
me in
great.
Paris.
Oi, monsieur.
Oi, oi,
It's
oi. It's me in Paris. It's like, oh God, she didn't even
Oh,
get the Paris
no.
right.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't think she knows what a pediatrician is.
His feet.
I haven't been to a pediatrician in
years.
years.
That was awesome too.
I loved it.
I loved
So
that.
fun.
Okay, so the other two that I have is Shitter
Uh-huh.
and Lloyd.
Let's read Shitter.
Okay, shitter.
Well, actually, I already made the decision. We're gonna do Lloyd.
Oh.
Okay.
Why did
Glad
you
we
give
got-
Why
us
did you
I
even
was-
give us?
Why did you
let-
give us
I
the
didn't
illusion of
give
choice?
You, I just said that I had two more.
Okay.
I wanted
great.
Lloyd personally.
Thank you.
All right, fine. We'll read Lloyd.
We're doing Lloyd. Shitter, you're gonna have to have me back on your show.
All right.
So there you go.
No, I
Just
think
like-
we need a part 2.
And then after
There
this,
you go.
could I
Has it-
read mine really fast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we'll go through
Mine's
this quick.
mostly stage direction.
Okay, so let's
Okay.
see. Shayne, I'm gonna have you be Trenton
Great.
and Mike.
Okay.
Double book. I'm gonna be Lloyd.
Yes.
Amanda, you're Lisa.
Lisa.
And I'm
Chance,
Heather.
you're Heather. Yes, sir. Okay.
I knew it.
Here we go.
So Heather.
You're so Heather.
You know what? And I'm actually, Chance, I'm also gonna give you stage directions.
Interior, apartment, game night. In the middle of the game, werewolf.
Okay, werewolf, close your eyes. If you have the queen card, you're the fortune teller. Wake up and point to someone whose role you wish to uncover.
Lisa wakes up, points to Lloyd, and Trenton informs them that Lloyd is the werewolf.
Okay, fortune teller, go to sleep. Now, everyone, wake up. So, last night someone was killed by the werewolf. It was Mike.
Oh no! This is so scary, you guys. Shit! I'm so sad. I'm surprised. And I'm sad.
Lloyd is freaking out. Everyone is staring at Lloyd.
So, you will now discuss who you all suspect is the werewolf.
I mean, shit, you guys. I mean, what do we think?
They all exchange awkward glances.
I'm really sorry to reveal this so soon, but I am the fortune teller, and I did find out that Lloyd is the werewolf.
Oh, classic. Pick on the new guy. Am I right? So classic, chica. Okay. Any other leads? No bad answers.
That feels pretty clear.
Oh.
It sounds like it's you, Lloyd.
That is the dumbest fing thing I've ever heard in my life. Why would I kill Mike? He's right over there. If he was dead, he wouldn't be there. Okay? Use your head. Plus, if Mike's gonna die, it's gonna be because of his alcohol problem.
Okay. Well, do you have anything to contribute?
Yeah, I do. Okay, so crazy news. I'm the fortune teller, and last night when you were sleeping, I saw Lisa killing Heather as the werewolf.
Mike was the one who was killed.
What? No! This sucks. I love Mike. I loved Mike. No. No, Mike.
Okay, so you're claiming to be the fortune teller?
And you're claiming that you've had zero work done?
Whoa, Lloyd!
Oh!
He's literally howling like a werewolf.
And you're dead, Mike. You can't say shit, okay? That's not how werewolf works. You ever been to a game night? Or do you just invite people to yours and tell them to show up at the wrong time?
What is that?
It means that you texted me this morning and said, "Hey, Lloyd, I'm having a little game night at my place tonight. Just a few friends. If you want to come over, it's tonight around 8.
So?
So, you say around 8, and I show up at 8:30, and everybody's already here. So I look like the big bad wolf, because around 8 is evidently 8 p.m. and not a moment later.
Beat.
Lloyd, we're not upset with you for being late.
And we're sorry we started a game before you got here and made you feel like you were late.
I just hate being rude.
We hate that too.
Oh, Heather.
It just felt like you were getting a little aggressive while we were playing.
Oh, shut your fucking trap, Trenton. Don't you have enough on your mind with your affair?
Okay, Lloyd, I'm sorry. I have to ask you to leave. Please go.
Fine. You, man. And by the way, Lisa, I think you're settling. So does Mike. He told me himself. This is bullshit.
Lloyd slams the door shut. There's a few seconds of silence until Lloyd busts back into the house.
Oh my God. I am so sorry, you guys. I completely forgot to hug you all goodbye. I literally hate to be rude. Hey, take care, everybody. Okay, good night. I love you guys.
Does he
my
just
God.
leave again and not hug any of us? We're all just like,
Yeah, he's just announcing
I have-
that he forgot.
This
love
is so
this.
good. I love
Yeah.
these types of characters. I have a pitch for a button.
Please.
After he leaves, if Heather's like, I was the werewolf.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
By the way, I
good.
was the werewolf.
Somebody
and
else
everyone's like, "Aw, Heather."
Heather.
Okay, so obviously you guys know this was inspired because I'm literally always the werewolf. But
You are.
You are.
I thought that this could be really fun and in the lore of what we usually do. This was also one of those things where I had so many different versions of this because I thought it would be really funny if they started turning on each other as Lloyd would be like releasing more information and they'd be like,
yeah.
you told him?
Yeah.
And they started getting mad at
like
each
that.
other and I liked
that's fun.
that. And then it was like, then I just felt like I was doing a lot because it was like he's late, but then also he's just crazy, but also she's bad at being a werewolf. It's just all over the place, but I
It's
just thought
so
it was fun and I
good.
wanted
I
to
like
write it
them
out.
turning
I
on
love
each
it.
other, and then at the end he's like, "Oh my God, I was a werewolf. What did you guys think?" And they're all just really upset.
They're
Yeah,
mad
I
at
like
each
the
other.
way.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
love
super
that.
Tim Robinson coded.
It's very
It's
Tim Robinson.
very
Yeah,
Tim Robinson
it's awesome.
coded. Literally
Just like
my
latching
inspo.
onto something and refusing to let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And just like the arbitrary reaction of like, oh, and everybody being
Yeah.
like, what
I didn't
is-
hug you guys.
just
Damn.
guys
like Lloyd.
reactions
no one
to
wants your
everything.
hug.
Also,
Yeah.
his name is
the
Lloyd,
best.
and everyone just no.
Ah,
Lloyd.
Wasn't there a show on Disney Channel and his name was Lloyd?
Probably.
It was like
Dumb and
he was like
Dumber
an
is Lloyd.
alien. I
Lloyd
think he was an
Christmas.
alien. A
Lloyd
high
the
schooler
alien?
Lloyd, an
Yeah.
alien. Yeah, they would be Lloyd.
I don't remember that.
Well, we're running out of time. I have one more crazy sketch that I wrote, and I did not reread it. If I have time. Speed run.
Let's speed run it.
Okay.
I'm so grateful that you guys brought on sketches. Thank you for doing
Thank you
that.
guys.
Oh my
That was
God.
awesome.
So much.
It was a good exercise.
And your sketches were far better than mine.
Yeah.
Okay, this is mostly stage direction. I will read stage direction and myself. Arasha, can you be Selina? And
God.
Amanda, can you be Amanda?
I see
Yes.
what we had
Yes,
to
yes,
read
yes.
these.
All right. And then Chance, can you be any other character that shows up?
Yes.
Interior, Smosh Mouth podcast set, day. Amanda and Selina are setting up the podcast mics and shit like they always do because that's how we roll. When suddenly the doors slam open, revealing Shayne, handsome, carrying several boxes of donuts. Hey gang, sorry I'm late. I was buying donuts for everyone. Everyone cheers. Shayne is the absolute best.
Wow. Thanks, Shayne. You're the absolute best.
I also think you're the best, Shayne.
All the crew in the room nod in agreement. Through the window, we see several garbage men taking out the trash. They pause their work to also nod in agreement that Shayne is the f***ing best, and you better not ever doubt that shit. All right, well, I'm just going to set them on the table over there. As Shayne moseys over to the table, his foot catches on a cable running along the floor.
Oh no, Shayne, look out!
Shayne loses his balance, tripping forward. The stacks of donuts tip forward as he tumbles toward a window. Oh, shit! Shayne cannot stop the momentum. He fully crashes through the window and does a full front flip through the
Oh.
broken glass, flying
God.
outside.
Oh my God.
Shayne somehow does a perfect front flip without losing any of the donuts, but lands directly on a skateboard, launching down the street with speed of a cheetah.
Jesus.
Oh, shit! Stacks of donuts wobbling in his hands, Shayne sways back and forth on the skateboard as it zips down the street, onto a highway ramp, and directly into oncoming freeway traffic. Shit! He weaves between cars and trucks. One of the donuts at the top of the stack falls off and perfectly hits a motorcyclist in the face.
Boston cream.
His head explodes. Oh, shit! Shayne turns back to see that he's about to run directly into a snowplow going 80 miles per hour. He collides with it, but the plow on the front acts as a sick-ass ramp, launching Shayne directly into the sky. Oh, shit! Shayne breaks the sound barrier as he flies higher and higher, above the clouds, above the atmosphere. Oh, shit! Shayne passes into the stratosphere at a speed so intense, so insane, it's like, dude, you really can't even comprehend how fast this speed is. Like, it's nuts. A satellite nearly collides with him, but he does a grind on one of the antenna and kickflips off of it, improving the Wi-Fi for millions of people. He flies past the moon. It disappears in the distance. He passes Mars, the asteroid belt, Jupiter, Neptune, Uranus, and even Pluto, which as he glides past can see is in fact a planet. It says it on the surface. It says it's a planet. I don't make the rules. Then, resembling a comet at the speed he's traveling, Shayne leaves the solar system, hurling into the nothingness of the galaxy. Oh, shit! For days, weeks, months, perhaps even years, Shayne drifts in the eternal darkness as his home shrinks in the distance until it is nothing more than a speck. Yet another light begins to grow. A white, shining orb of light expands, with more colors and details coming into view. Shayne squints as it encompasses his entire field of vision. It is indeed Alpha Centauri, the nearest system to our own. Shayne blasts forward at nearly the speed of light, the spheres of the system growing nearer and nearer. What's that? Ah, yes, Proxima Centauri b, a planet in the Goldilocks zone, possibly habitable for life, Shayne's new home. A dazzling blaze forms around Shayne as he falls into the atmosphere, adding a nice crispy texture to the donuts, which he is still carrying. Let's not forget that. On the surface, it is a quiet, peaceful night on this foreign planet. Tall, rubber-like grass sways in the gentle breeze. Calls of mysterious creatures sound in the distance. Then a streak of fire darts across the sky, and a burst of light erupts from the horizon. A flock of flying creatures escape from the trees. A massive crater has formed on the surface, the trees and brush on the outer rings gently burning. At the center, curled up, naked, clutching a stack of donuts,
Naked?
is Shayne. Shit.
That's what he wants.
Just then, humanoid-like beings emerge from the trees and slowly approach Shayne. Their large, crystalline eyes gaze over this alien creature. They reach out slowly with their long purple hands and touch his shoulder. Shayne awakens with a gasp. Oh, shit! Then the creatures lurch back in fear. Shayne, eyes wide, stares in disbelief at this strange world and strange new company. He slowly holds up the boxes in his hands. I brought donuts. One of the creatures steps forward, carefully opening the box and pulling one of the powdered-covered pastries. Slowly, it raises it to its mouth, which opens vertically and takes a bite. Its eyes widen in delight of the taste. It speaks.
Oh, sick. Boston cream.
Its head explodes.
I could not have predicted.
I'm obsessed with that.
Boston cream.
That's what those aliens sound like.
Boston cream.
And then the head explodes.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is so fun.
I wanted them to like go to you in the crater and be like, lights in 5. So if you can just sit in your
Yes,
they have a
yes.
podcast
Yeah.
waiting
No,
for you.
that's what I thought was going to happen.
And then it's Amanda and Selena
But
as
like
aliens.
alien
Yes.
form.
And they were like, Shayne, you're here. You're the best.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And it just says, you're the best.
That's so
Yeah.
funny.
Wait, I need to see this like animated. This feels like
you're
an
gonna get that.
animated. Like this is so.
You're going to get that. Wow.
Yeah.
This was a
That's
blast.
just what happened.
I have a question about Shayne Handsome carrying several boxes of donuts.
Yeah.
Is it like a different version of you, or
No, that's just parenthesis, just like clear, like that's a character breakdown.
He
there,
wanted
just
to
like,
also be naked in it.
like
so I
whoever-
think it's like
naked and
something
like
that he's,
whoever
and-
plays the character, just make sure that they're handsome.
okay? Got it.
it's something he's
see.
like going,
Shayne
going through.
handsome, like you know.
Got it.
It's just a little confusing.
He's celebrating himself.
Sure,
Got
for
it.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that almost did happen.
What part?
All
Yeah.
because I brought donuts and I almost tripped, and then and you know if I did trip, that might have happened.
I'd love
okay.
to bring on this motorcycle character onto our pod at any time.
Yes,
Oh,
he seems
Boston
very
cream.
interested.
Boston cream.
Kind of motorcycle rider.
Anyways,
Holy shit, that was so much fun.
That was so
I
fun.
think we need to do rejected sketches like again ASAP.
You have to, because I really want to read Shitter.
we gotta read shit.
Okay, we have to read Shitter and we have to read the other one that
Chance wrote.
wrote, which was
Dino date.
Dino
Dino
Date.
Date and
Date.
Shitter. So have us back.
Dino date and shitter.
And maybe I'll
Dino
write an
Date
act
Shitter.
2.
Yeah, I want to see more from Lori.
Yes. Let's have this
Lori,
gang back,
okay.
please.
Yeah.
Lori's got a whole world.
Well,
Okay.
This was awesome.
thank
we have
you
to
so
go.
much.
Which sucks,
Yeah,
but we have to go
I'm
now.
sorry.
Chance and Arashi, you guys are the absolute best.
Yeah.
Thank you
What
for
were-
being here.
What were you about to do?
I don't know. This is why I like do the egg.
Boston cream. Boston cream.
Nothing better than a motorcyclist on there going boom. Boston
Whoa! Boston Green.
All right, bye guys.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
No.